take a ride,
What is up, everybody?
Good evening, man. Oh my gosh, I'm worn out.
Yeah. I tell you, we're going to get another person on here. Mr. Todd Patrick's going to join us tonight. What is up, Todd P?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good evening, man. This is a special night, man. First national qualifying event that we have. Man, this has been a long bracket, man. Long bracket. And these boys, I'm sure, are worn out. But can I just say, these boys put on a show today. Man, what a show. Unbelievable.
Slugfest. There's no other word for it, man. I mean, just the way Power came out. I mean, Robert Brown and I couldn't get 2 words out without him putting another fish in the boat.
What was the saying? Is that Blake hooked up again?
Is Blake hooked up again?
Man,
and
it was impressive. It was a great show. Listen, this is the first time that KBBT was on Pride Outdoor Network. They kept us on actually all the way through almost 11 a.m. So they fished basically from I think they turned us on around 7:30, and they had kayak fishing between these two guys between 7:30 and 11 a.m. And you guys did a phenomenal job. Blake, you and Robert did a fantastic job throughout covering the event. And Blake, had weather, it was raining like crazy. And then Conant, man. And by the way, if you guys didn't check it on Pride Outdoor Network, the streaming quality on that was just tremendous, man. It was awesome. It was a great job. I was driving home from Richmond and I was just like glued to what was going on. It was awesome.
Those Northeast guys, fortune tellers. I mean, Conant was like, my bite at 10 o'clock is going to pick up. Boom. I mean,
yeah.
Started just throwing them on the board.
He wasn't lying, was he?
No.
Yeah, I was able to talk to Derek Brundle, and he said Conant's bite was going to kick up sometime around, late afternoon, and yeah.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great final, man. It was one of the best, and the fact that we had both these guys, on the championship, we got the broadcast, and then just watch this happen. It was awesome. So I'll tell you what, let's do this. Let's get these 2 gentlemen on. They are the stars of the show, gentlemen. Blake Power, Matthew Conant. How are you fellas doing?
Hey, how are you guys?
How we doing?
Guys, congratulations to you both for making it to the championship, and dude, congratulations for the show that you guys put on. Thank you for that. I mean, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was our treat.
Yeah. Well, Blake, let's start with you, man. We saw you in the morning. You were fighting conditions, man. Talk about, from boat ramp to boat ramp, your day, man. It seemed like it was like in 3 phases today for you. I just want to kind of, the early morning rain and then kind of slacked off for you. And then, man, it was like these fish were coming in waves for you.
Yeah. I caught fish most of the day, and then there were some windows where I got into some better fish there, but yeah, it was rained almost all day on me. It was a blast though.
Yeah. Well, so talk about the conditions, the rain and stuff like that. I mean, it looked like you were cranking most of the day, right?
Yeah, I was cranking. That wasn't the plan going into it, but
yeah,
they were reacting to it, so I kept at them with it.
Right. Usually, usually like a day like that, it being raining in the summertime, in the first thing in the morning, man, I'd be throwing top water, but it didn't look like that was happening. And, kudos to you for making that adjustment. And it seemed like, man, that was the key, man. It was a huge, just like bite after bite after bite.
Yeah, I started out with some top water, and I did catch some here and there on the top water throughout the day. Once in a while, I'd switch back to it, but the crankbait kind of was my main go-to today.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was interesting because both our guys started with whopper ploppers. So he was right there with you, Greg. I hear in the background that thunk, 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 thunk. And then you were set down, and I was like, okay, I guess he's, gonna, maybe get something more subtle or stay on top. And you picked up a crankbait, and I was like, okay. And then, like Greg said, you just went to hammer towns. I was like, man, he must know something I don't, because I'm not reaching for a square bill right after I put down a whopper plopper at first 5 minutes.
Yeah, me neither, man. No way. But I mean, as I said, I mean, you know your water. So, Blake, what was your feelings going into, like, you put up, I would say, high to mid 70s, or I'm sorry, mid to high 70s, and then cracked the 80 mark there real early. I mean, it was like, first couple hours you had you had a pretty good strong bag on the board. I mean, and Matt didn't have anything on the board. What was your thoughts then?
Man, I was feeling pretty good, but I thought maybe I'm putting a little bit of pressure on him, but it's hard to put pressure on a guy like Conant, So I just had to keep going, but I had a blast, man. It did feel really good getting 5 on the board right away.
Right.
Then I could just work on coaling up.
Matt, you didn't look like you were shooken up by any means, man. I mean, you saw all these fish being caught. I mean, that's one thing about the championship. You get to see what your opponent's doing in real time, but you didn't have a concern at all. I mean, you just knew that, it just wasn't the time yet for those fish to eat. And you kept on saying, hey, man, 10 o'clock is when things are going to happen, man. Talk about having to watch that, though, live. And then did you have any nervousness whatsoever after throwing up those fish, constantly catching fish?
Oh, when I wasn't getting anything and you started smoking them, I mean, yeah, it's never good to see that, but I'd rather know than not know. And this year I've just really been working on staying focused, not getting into my own mind. I did a lot of that last year, and I told myself I was going to really work on that. So I was just really trying to stay focused, and I knew my fish were going to come eventually, or I was hoping they were going to come eventually, but I just knew I needed to stay focused and keep doing what I was doing. Not making some bad decisions, changing things up.
I have a question for both of y'all, actually, because, I mean, this is a championship, something I've never fished, but I have fished tournaments, and when I have, I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but those missed opportunities, felt like you left something on the table. Either one of you boys have that experience today?
Oh yeah, I did right off the rip this morning. I pinned one on a jig, and it was in a heavy tree. And I got it right up to the edge where it just started poking out, and I could see that it was a big fish. And the mouth was open, and it was kind of hung up on a limb, and then it popped off and in the tree. And I was like, oh boy, hopefully this isn't how it's gonna go all day, but. Yeah, that was definitely a missed opportunity this morning for sure. It should have been a fish in the kayak.
So I got a question for both of you. I mean, if like I know I saw, I think Matt, you caught a big fish. I don't remember the exact measurements, but
20 and a quarter.
What was it?
20 and a quarter.
20 and a quarter. Okay, yeah, that's what it was. I mean, Blake, when you saw that big fish being caught by 20 and a quarter. And you kind of knew, I think you caught it on a jig, if I'm not mistaken, Matt.
Yep.
Blake, does that get in your head a little bit? So, you know what? If you caught that 20 and a quarter on a jig, I gotta throw a jig too. I mean, did you ever think about that at all?
No, I knew at some point he was going to throw some big ones up. Just a matter of when. And I was
right.
Fish. I knew they were going to get bigger as the day went on. So
right. Oh,
sorry.
That's okay. It's all right. But yeah, man, I mean, it's just one of those things, man. I mean, it's kind of hard, even though you guys are, hundreds, if not thousands of miles apart. It's kind of hard to kind of like, hey, man, if that's what he's doing, maybe my bite's can do the same. It's just one of those it's kind of, monkey see, monkey do things,
Oh, it enters your head, but you just got to stay your course.
Did you think about throwing a crankbait at all, Matt?
I mean, it entered my head, but
I knew it. There's the honesty.
Anybody smoking some wants some. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Enter your head, but like I said, I've been focusing on that, and tunnel vision.
It's hard, man. It's hard.
It's hard.
Guys, what you think about this bracket overall?
It was good.
Yeah, it was a blast. I mean, had some good matchups coming into this.
Yeah.
I've been very fortunate this bracket. Let me tell you, I've done some squeaking to get by. That's for sure. And I've had
It's survive and advance, man. That's what this bracket is. It's survive and advance. So I mean that's what that's what it all is all about. And how you get here doesn't really matter. You just got here. You know what I mean?
right.
But let me tell you something, guys. You showed out when you were here. So, Blake, you have any more questions? I think it's time to reveal. Don't you think?
Yeah.
That's. I mean, we could definitely talk about where we left things, where they were last standing before we turned the leaderboards off.
Guys, real quick in the comments, post who do you think is going to win this thing. Post them. Let's see who you guys think is going to take this title. All I know is when I saw the leaderboard go down, it was pretty daggone close. You know what I mean? It was close.
I was over 6 inches behind.
Yeah.
It went down.
All right, we have Matt BP. Yeah, man. I mean, all I know is there's a bunch of fans out there. Conant, Blake. Man, they're coming in left. It's 50-50 right now. Conant, sprinkles for everyone. Yeah, man. I mean, this is great. So, all right, guys, let's figure this out, man. As I said, I don't know. I have no idea who's going to do this. Either way, what's great about this is you become a champion. Okay. You will become a champion. And from here on in, any bracket that you compete in, you will have a bounty on your head. And you will also become eligible for the champion's bonus, which is double the payout if you get to the payout section. So this is huge, guys. This is huge. So that's something that's very unique to KBBT. We just started, so this is big. All right, guys, here we go. Again, I don't know who it's going to be. Let's take a look. All right, guys, the KBBT National Qualifying Champion. Whew. I know you guys are nervous. I'm nervous too because I have no idea. Is going to be. Here we go. Looks like Matthew Conant with 95.25. Where's the other portion of it? 5. Blake, what am I missing?
I'm not real sure, man. Did you unselect it on the leaderboard? I have not looked at what you went back and unmarked or haven't.
It says championship leaderboard. We've got Matthew Conant.
Oh no, you need to do their individual matchup.
Okay.
Yeah, it's under Blake Power first. It says Blake Power versus Matt Conant. Yeah.
Here we go.
Sorry, man.
Sorry, guys.
No, it's a ticket issue again. So.
Ticket issue. All right, here we go. Sorry, fellas. There we go. Blake Power, 96.25 inches to Matthew Conant's 95.25 inches. There we go, guys. I am so sorry. The championship bracket is there. Blake Power.
Nice job, man.
Takes out Matt Conant 1 inch. Wow.
Man.
Wow. Wow. Congratulations, Blake Power, dude. A career day.
Nice
PB. Job. And Matt, dude, what a comeback. Unbelievable. Yeah. Unbelievable, guys. Great job.
Matt had me sweating there. He really put him on in the afternoon, like he said he was going to, and man, it was a close matchup.
Wow.
He surged and surpassed you at one point. And then you caught one and passed him by like a 1/4 inch. It was, I mean, every time y'all submitted a fish, I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. Back and forth. I mean, Blake, you had your PB bag in the semis with like 93.5, right?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And then
Like,
you dropped 96 and a quarter today, man. Just insane.
Yeah, I'm pumped, man. I don't.
Matt, you did everything you can. You came back. I think you actually took the lead. And then Blake in the last thereafter hour maybe took the lead back. Incredible, guys. Incredible.
match. It played out like it should have. It was a good battle. And there's definitely some drama to it when it went down. And I think I was, like I said, I was 6 inches behind from the last leaderboard that I had seen.
For sure. For sure. Guys, awesome job. Congratulations to both of you. Matt, I mean, you fell an inch short, man. But, dude, I mean, what a ride, man. Dude, you come back out there and you take out 6 inches. You actually take the lead. And Blake just had that last call there. And, Blake, talk about that last fish, man.
Well, you know, both my last two fish.
Yeah.
On my when the leaderboards went down, my smallest I think was 18 and a quarter. I think I had two of them. And it's funny because I was like talking to myself out loud, and I picked up my crankbait and I went to this spot where there was some sand coming out, and I said, I got 3 hours to upgrade. And it was the next cast. That Strike King just hooked into that big one. And I'm like, oh my, might have done it. I don't know. We got to keep going. And then at 3:52, I saw there were some little bitty frogs that were just kind of hopping on the top of the water there. And I saw one of them just get smoked by a bass. And I picked back up that whopper plopper at 3:52, made a cast, and hooked into that last was 19 and a quarter.
Oh my gosh, 8 minutes to go.
Man.
Wow. Intense, man. You were probably shaking.
Yeah, man.
Incredible, man. It's just when it's your day, man. I mean, look, as I said, Conant pushed you to the limit. Conant, man, you take second, man. It's a heck of a ride for you, man, dude. And Blake, you beat the Triple Crown and national championship winner, man.
Yeah, unbelievable.
What a championship! What a championship! I mean, Blake Knight, talk about this, man. This is just incredible.
I almost, you know, I hate that we have to take the leaderboards down because as they're coming in live, I couldn't believe it. I was like, do we just need to do no morning show now? It's just the last 2 hours are live and everyone knows how you guys end up, and there's no afterwards because the drama in the last 2 hours. I mean, I was just judging it, and I just told Greg, I said, you want me to tell you? And he was like, no. And I was like, well, it's some stuff, man. I mean, they boys are slugging it. Conant goes to 95.25, Power's at like 94. He gets an upgrade. He goes to like 95 even, and then he calls again and goes up to like 96 or something. I was just like, oh my gosh, man. And then after time, he submitted me one for another quarter inch, and he was like, I was like, is that all you got? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, all right, well, let's see, man. And yeah, congrats, Blake. Congrats, Matt. I mean, like I said, I don't even know the best way to capture the drama on that because it was all day. It just the waves of fish y'all were getting into was incredible, man. It was awesome.
Guys, my apologies on that reveal, man. I dropped the ball. I didn't know there was that. I had the championship bracket created last night, and I put all the tickets into that championship bracket, and I'm like, but my apologies, man. It just made it worth. I tried that job out a little bit longer than I thought.
Blake had the tickets for all of them to their matchup, and Conant had all of his fish going to the championship. And I was like, well, so they're on the same screen. I'll just put them all in the matchup. So,
okay, I didn't know that. Sorry about that, guys. But anyway, I'm glad we got that straightened out. But Blake, congratulations, Matt. Congratulations, man. You got some hardware coming your way, and you're gonna figure out all this, man. This is gonna be you're gonna be now head hunted, and you're now a bounty guy, and you're eligible for the championship bonus. And the North bracket's going to come up here pretty soon, man. Hopefully, both of you are going to be in that North bracket. That's gonna be opening up here very, very shortly. So. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
That's
Well,
good.
Matt Conan, do you have any last words and thanking sponsors or anything like that, my friend?
Yeah, no, I just want to congratulate Blake on a good day of fishing. You know, he fished his ass off, and you know it paid off for him. So he picked up on the key things he needed to pick up on when he did. So put it together, and he made it happen. Just want to congratulate him on that. And you know, as far as the loss, I'll take a loss anytime when it's somebody's best bag ever that's gonna beat me, because it's happened a few times in this KBBT bracket. I've lost, and I've lost to people's best bag, so you can't really complain about losing to that.
No, man. I mean, and that's just a badge of honor for you, man, because they know they have to bring it every time they see your name, man. And that's just who you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's my goal, is make that guy. He's gonna have to fish his ass off and fish the best he can to beat me.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. 100%, man.
You made
That's
Spry throw.
cool.
Fuck.
If I lose, they're gonna have to earn it. Absolutely.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I just want to thank New Canoe. You know, I mean, it's my eyes best kayak going out there. I dragged my canoe in probably about 15 minutes in, and probably about 45 minutes to get out today. So to get to where I wanted to fish, and I couldn't have done that with any other kayak. I was fully loaded, 8-9 rods, trolling motor, 2 batteries, all my electronics, my gear, everything, lunch. So I mean, I dragged in probably close to 300 pounds today.
Wow.
Up.
Wow.
All the way back. So I mean, between New Canoe, Motor Guide, and Rob Richards at Crotos Custom Rods, he got me my couple of new rods here last night. They showed up. I got them all rigged.
And they worked fantastic.
Yeah, I got the 20 3/4 today on my brand new jig rod. So I was fired up to put the hook into a big one on the rod, and it performed
For sure.
perfect.
For sure.
I want to thank you guys for putting KBBT for putting this all on. You know, you guys.
It's not about us, man. It's about you guys. I mean, you know, we wouldn't be able to put it on if it wasn't for you guys. You know what I mean? What a show, man. God, what a show. I enjoyed every last bit of it this morning, man. I really did. It was such a great show watching you guys going back and forth. It was so much fun.
It was. And like Blake said, I wish we could have seen it right down to the end with, you know, us swapping the lead, and because it would have made it that much more.
We might have to do that. We might have to do that.
Yeah, just maybe for just the finals, but I mean, it was. I was stressed out for you guys. I'm sweating bullets in my chair, and I wasn't even fishing.
Guys, we have a last minute guest that wants to come in and say hello. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's the Jig Master.
The old Jig Master.
Hey, congrats, BP.
Thanks.
Hey, I appreciate you avenging me and taking Matthew down.
Hey, somebody's gonna, because you're not gonna. So
he just got done making your shoes.
Oh man.
Hey, that was exciting, fellas. I mean, that was a super.
Buzz.
Is that the closest matchup we've had in the championship?
No doubt. Championship match? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we've never had a championship match that both guys were in the 90s.
Yeah. History being made. I mean, what do you expect? It's Matthew Conn and Blake Power. I mean,
yeah, it's solid. Just, I mean, it reminded me of Duke, Kentucky, last minute shot, NCAA. You know what I mean? Christian Leitner.
Well,
That's the kind of thing he just did.
I could tell early on. I don't know if this is. Hey, Blake, man, is that how that lake fishes for you all the time?
No.
So I knew watching this morning when we were broadcasting, I was like, this looks like it's going to be a special day for him when he's making Greg, I swear to you, at one point, there was probably he made 5 casts in a row, and every cast he was setting the hook.
I know. I saw it. I watched every bit of it, man. I mean, it was like it was becoming a punchline. You know what I mean? And then when he left those 19s and 18s, I'm like, Blake, no, what are you doing? Don't leave the fish. Wear them out, man. Dude, wear them out. This is the championship.
I was yelling at these guys. I'm like, come on. He's like, let him go submit his fish.
I remember that because Blake Knight was just like, you're really going to leave them biting? I was like, come on, man. He's just letting them rest while he goes and set at these pictures.
And I had to. I couldn't. I didn't know if my phone was working right. It was the rain hitting and everything, and I needed to know that it was going to work out, man.
Yeah, that's amazing, dude. Blake, let's talk to you, man. You want to thank anybody, sponsors, and all that stuff?
Yeah, I did actually, I caught most on that Strike King crankbait today, but I also caught a bunch on some soft plastics. I got a guy down south at Froggy Bottom Baits. He sent me a bunch of these guys and shipped them, overnighted them to me for this tournament. And man, I caught a bunch of keepers on these today. So
what's his website?
FroggyBottomBaits.com.
Okay, very good. Froggy Bottom Baits. Give him some plug. Give him some juice, man. Yeah, good stuff.
So, but yeah, man. Other than that, it was that and a little bit of brush hog, and then that crankbait. Just man, to get that last one on that whopper plopper, man. When that sucker hit, at 352, and I don't know if I've ever had a fish hit the whopper plopper as hard as that one did. It sounded like someone belly flopped off the high dive, man. I mean, and the time of it, and so today, sometime today, I hooked one on a crankbait, and I turned around to grab my net, and it wasn't there. So apparently, at some point, I had lost my net. I didn't even know it until I hooked into a fish. So then when that last one hit that whopper plopper, I'm like, okay, we got a big one on a whopper plopper with treble hooks hanging out of it, and I got no net.
Wow.
Did you catch it between? Did you boat swing it and catch it between your thighs?
No, I do that a lot.
I saw it, and I was just like, "Oh my god!"
There ain't no way with flying hooks that fish is coming anywhere near my crotch.
It was so brave.
You know what I'm saying?
I slammed down in my seat real fast and leaned over to my right arm and took my rod out to the left and I lipped him, and I said, if I'm getting treble hooks in my hand, I'll take the picture when I'm bleeding. This is important.
Hey man, when that's the championship goes on, man. It's everything goes right, no matter what.
I would have took those treble hooks to beat Matthew Connett too.
Yeah, man, Connett really brought the show today. I mad respect for the guy. I knew all day. I knew he's like his bite's gonna come on when he says it does. And
I mean, you saw it. You saw it in him while we were doing the broadcast. Like I put on earlier on it as a comment, I was like, well, Matthew Connett has the best poker face ever. Because earlier he was like, he was watching, he saw Blake catching him on the square bill. He was like, well, maybe I should throw a square bill. He said that was in his head. And I was thinking to myself, well, it didn't show on your face at all. What showed on your face and your body language was 10 o'clock, these fish are going to turn on and I'm going to start to catch them. So I'm not ever playing poker with you, Matthew.
No.
People care to play poker with me. To be honest, yeah.
There you go. See? Well, I picked up on that on my own, so I'm good to go. I can still pay my rent. Mortgage. I don't rent anymore.
Yes, two very different dispositions. Matt looked very focused, and like Robert said, you could tell Blake was having a day out there because he was cheesing.
It was
never seen you smile on camera, Blake, and you were just grinning ear to ear. I was like, yeah. He's and you're boat flipping him on a crankbait. Like, I knew you were just having a time out there, man.
And I had an absolute blast today. One of the funnest days of fishing I have ever had.
How many fish would you say you caught today?
I have no idea, to be honest with you. I caught a ton. And then there was a while there where I kept catching them, but instead of catching them shorter ones, I was catching a bunch of like 16, 17s, like a bunch of them. But they were too small to cull, but they were good fish. It was fun.
That's crazy, man. You have your PB day, you have a special day with numbers, special day with size, and you win the championship all in one. That's awesome, man.
It is. And that's what it's about. I mean, it's like Matt was saying, you better bring your best. And he had to have brought his best. You know what I mean?
the best bring out the best in you, man. And like you said, man, Matthew, everybody knows how great of an angler he is. Well, I don't know if everybody knows how much of a stand-up dude he is, but everybody knows how great of an angler he is. And he brought out the best in you today, Blake. I'm pretty sure maybe next time you're going to bring out the best in him. But I don't know. You bring out even better in him because he's like, I got to get payback on the new shoe cobbler because he beat me. I don't know.
Always looking for payback.
Yeah.
It's a good thing I won the bet with all Rays there because I got to keep the beard because it's kind of in my team name for the teams bracket.
Well, there you go. Guys, I want to go over to just kind of summarize the Elite Eight as well as the championship. So Preston Griner comes in 8th, Jason Starley 7th, Steve Quillen is 6th, Derek Brundle is going to be 5th, Lance McWhorter is he's going to be wind up 4th, Derek Miller 3rd, Matthew Conant 2nd, and your champion of the national qualifying bracket is Mr. Blake Power. Dude, congratulations, man. Awesome job, man. What a heck of a day, dude. Way to bring it.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Congratulations, dude.
Thank you.
Well, guys, we're going to end it here. Go spend time with your family, man. Celebrate both of you on a fantastic run. Good job, all. And, man, way to bring it, guys. I just thoroughly enjoyed today. It was wonderful. Guys, I needed today to see that. You know what I mean? I needed it. So thank you guys for putting on a great show.
He definitely needed to see what it was like to catch a fish.
I did, man.
Yeah, well, thank you guys for putting these on for us. This is awesome.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
guys, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Tuesday, Blake Knight will be bringing team bracket action. We're going to be doing the live drawing for the random draw for the live team event here come Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time is when we're going to be doing it. And then, guys, stay tuned. We have the North bracket going to be starting here soon. We'll open that up. We didn't want to do that while the national championship was going on. We wanted to respect this bracket. And then we're going to open up the North 16 spots originally. Then we might go to 32. For the national qualifying 2 bracket, just the North division, and then we'll open up for the South. So gonna be fun, guys. It's gonna be fun and exciting, but congratulations everybody. Great job, Jigmaster and Blake Knight on the coverage, and these two fishermen, man, you really told their stories well today. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Hey,
Take care, guys. Have a great night.
All right, take it easy.
Bye-bye.